Hi everybody, I hope you're having an amazing Saturday. This is Jackie Nyaminde. Welcome to the Netwalking TV. Today I'm at the Nairobi Street Kitchen. It's a pretty cold day in Nairobi today, and I am meeting an amazing lady. She calls herself Mzungu Mjanjez. She's a staunch Arsenal fan, and a lot of her content on social media is about Arsenal. She calls it Team Kubwa. So we're gonna get to know more about her. She's a mother of 2 boys, born and raised in Kenya. She will be telling us where. So guys, welcome to the Netwalking TV. Karibuni sana as we sit, talk, eat, drink with none other than Mzungu Mjanjez. Thank you so much, Nairobi Street Kitchen, for giving us the opportunity to shoot at your beautiful space. We really appreciate it. We love it. We are looking forward to the food here. Mzungu Mjanjez!
Hello!
Hello!
How are you?
I'm good. Hey, Arsenal jamani.
Hi, Arsenal Team Kubwa.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. It's so cold today.
It is cold today.
The weather is not in our favor. That's why lazima Arsenal ionekane. Na hata kama jua ingewaka.
Oh, bado kuna ya jua. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
You're good. It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
You're intriguing in one way or another, because I watch your content on social media and I'm like, how does she speak such amazing Swahili? Like, manze Kiswahili yako haina hata accent. Unajua kuna ile mtu anasema iko na ka accent kidogo. Tell me about yourself.
So I was actually born in Kenya.
Okay.
In Nanyuki, actually.
Nanyuki.
Yes.
Okay.
My grandfather was born in Coventry. My dad was born in Coventry in the UK. But then they came out to Kenya. Baba yangu akwe like 6 months in his mom's arms.
Oh.
And my dad's dad was in the British Army, uko Batuk.
Okay.
And then I was born, and my brother was born, and tumelelewa uko. We've gone to school here, worked here. I have kids here.
Yeah.
Everything.
So was that like your first language? Swahili?
It was actually, before even English.
Before English?
Kiswahili was my native language, let's say.
That's so interesting, because you speak it so well without an accent at all.
Jokawana watu wakiniona hivyo, and then I start speaking Kiswahili like, ai hapana, wewe unatupimanga.
Yeah.
But no, that's how I know Kiswahili basically.
Have you been in a situation where maybe watu wamekusengenya na Kiswahili na umetulia uko tu hapo unasikia tu kabisa wakikusengenya?
Mara mingi. Hey. From Ubers to shopping malls. Hata ukisimama tu uko na mabeste zako.
Yes.
Angalia mzunye, si ako na haga. Na mazgwembe. Ai unasikia we. Huyu anadhani sisikii, and then unasema kweli, wanashangai. Kumbe mtusikiza.
That is so interesting.
It's like on a daily basis thing that happens.
Yeah.
But it's quite funny actually, because every different experience I've had, it's very different from like the previous ones.
Yeah.
And then I guess as life is progressing, watu wanakujanga na vitu zingine wanasemanga huko nje hadi
Kweli?
Wakenya
tuko na mambo mingi. You know, there's a time we were somewhere in Rongai a long time ago. Tukaingia mahali kwa duka, mimi, my sister and a friend. Tukiingia hivi tukapata mtu alikuwa nakani kama sijui ni Mjapanese, sijui ni Mchinese, out to those Asians.
Sio wa Kenya.
Si wa Kenya. Sisi hapo na Kijaluo kidogo tukaanza kusengenya huyu Mjapanese. Manze aligeuka akatujibu na Kijaluo. We were just like,
What are we doing?
And that's
here?
you're not saying that. You see like yours ni akona haga, akona mazwembe. Yetu ilikuwa tu ile kusengenya ile mbaya.
You're deep. Hamukuamini.
Hatukuamini tukaya na litujibu kabisa na Kijaluo.
Wow.
So you went to school in Nanyuki?
No, we moved from Nanyuki to Nairobi, and then I went to school in Nairobi.
Where?
So I went to Banda for primary, and then I went to Hillcrest for secondary.
For secondary school.
Yes.
Then
after that, maisha ilikuwa aje. It was a bit tough for my parents, so I haven't gone to university myself.
Okay.
But I was very interested in the hospitality industry. So my mom had a few friends as well, because she actually was the PA secretary in Banda School. So we went there, and then in Maliza I went to Hillcrest, which was also a former school of my mom. And then obviously through her connections and living and being born in Kenya and in Karen, she had a few connections for the hospitality industry. And so she connected me to a friend of hers in Masai Mara.
Oh, nice.
So I think it was around a month or two after Nilimaliza high school.
Okay. Okay, na Masai Mara. Okay, na Masai Mara.
Yes.
How was that experience?
There. I loved it. But my mom, I think, alikuwa na hiyo wasiwasi, like she's just like 18, you know, she's still a baby
young.
girl, you know, she doesn't know really like what she wants with her life, but I stayed there for around 6 months.
Oh, okay.
And I did some management over there.
Okay.
And I had no idea what I was doing, but nikafunzwa on the job. And from there, I got some experience there. I came back to Nairobi.
Okay.
And then went to Mombasa. I did some real estate, because I was kind of sure that I wanted to do hospitality, but I wasn't exactly 100% like with which line I wanted to go with.
Yeah.
So then I went to Mombasa. I did some real estate of trying to sell houses, but where?
How was that? Selling a house is not like selling
you have to deeply explain to them, yani,
and convince them.
Persuasive.
Yeah.
So I stayed there for, I think it was around 2 months. And then juu ya uko Mombasa. So I was like, no, let me just go back home to Nairobi.
Okay.
So I came back, and then I worked at Palette Cafe for around 3.5 years.
Okay.
So I know sign language.
Oh, amazing.
Do you know
I've been there. I don't know sign language, but I was so amazed when I went there, because of course all the waiters are
they are deaf and dumb, but they're still very intelligent people, actually.
Very amazing.
So I worked there for around 3 years, and then I've worked in several other different restaurants around Nairobi.
So when you were learning sign language, were you learning on the job or?
On the job. It took me 1 month.
No way to learn it. Just from them, from the staff that was there.
So they used to write down, and then there used to be like a board of the alphabet.
Yeah, they have that board. Yeah.
And then after that, like just different signs of like cappuccino. If you want like a chicken burger, like a chicken burger is this, lamb burger is this. I haven't forgotten.
Yeah.
And it's been a minute since I was there.
Yeah.
But I think I was very keen on knowing it. So I kind of caught it quite fast, and ever since then, it's a language that even up to now I still talk with the guys that I used to work with all that time ago.
Amazing.
So I think the connection as well, and then also there's that type of mentality that some Kenyans have, that people who are maybe disabled or unable in some way,
abled differently, basically,
are not like capable to do exactly what we do, which I think is very wrong, because they are so talented in their own way, you know,
and capable of everything that we do.
Exactly. Whatever they can't say to us, they can write. They know how to write. They obviously have their own language that they speak in. So I learned a lot from working there.
Okay.
And I made lots of friends and customers up until now, who are still my friends up to now. So I did the hospitality for I think around 12 years. Nikaza watoto wawili. Within that period, it became a bit hectic until it hit a point where I was like, I need a break now, like something different, because I didn't really have time for kids and like my own time. I think the hospitality industry consumes like every bit of you. You have no time for yourself, you have no time for friends, family. Weekends is when you're mostly busy, and that's when everybody else is resting.
Exactly.
So I opted out last year, Yeah, last year in I think around April.
So was your last gig at Palette Cafe?
No, my last gig was actually in Thigiri Ridge at another Indian restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once I decided to change my mind and think of something else to do, I had been working in finance for a little while.
Okay.
Way before as well, when I was figuring out what I wanted to do. But I was just as a receptionist. So I hate mathematics. It was never a strong point of mine.
You and me both.
And I've never been like a keen numbers person.
Yeah.
But I was given an opportunity in the finance industry to basically associate with clients, find clients and stuff. So I did that for, I think, around 8 or 9 months. But I just saw it's clearly not my thing to sit behind a computer and, 8 to 5 behind a computer looking for clients.
That's crazy.
Is totally different from hospitality, where I was like in the management position where you're walking around, talking to clients, meeting new people. So for me, I was like, no, let me just change. And within that, actually, whilst I was still in the finance industry, I also had been called by Mjaka Fine to do a content with her in a restaurant, which I was nervous about because I was before in the hospitality industry behind the camera.
Yeah. Hi, Mambo.
Hi. Yes.
Utatupatia ile nini? Dry. Cold.
Very cold.
Yes, please. I'll have a Hunters too, please. Cold.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sawa, asante.
Thank you.
Samuel.
So yeah, I think because I was behind most of the camera in the hospitality industry, like recording different influencers, content creators, now it was me in front of the camera. I was like, will I manage? Will I not manage?
So when you were behind the camera, like doing content for other people, was it a passion that you had? Was it something you had been doing for a while, like just on the side?
It was actually whilst I was working there. So as well as being the manager, I was also helping with social media. Trying to get clients.
Yeah, like just to market the place and stuff.
And invite different influencers, maybe for food tasting, such things. Yeah. So I had never been like in front of the camera myself.
Yeah.
So when I got to the chance of being called to be, and then especially by a celeb, because Mjaka is a very big name out there.
Yeah.
I was like, will I manage?
Yeah.
She was like, you just come. And then I don't think she realized that I actually speak Kiswahili. Because she was looking for a British Kenyan who speaks like
only
English.
To find this is a Kenyan like me.
And then she was like, Guy, nimesikia unaongea Kiswahili. Hapana.
Oh my
So
goodness.
the whole script changed once we met.
Yeah.
And after I did that shoot, I was very nervous at the beginning. But once I got into it and I did the shoot, I felt like it's not actually that bad. Maybe it could be something that I could do maybe as a side hustle or, something just out of enjoyment on the weekends when I'm not working.
Joy.
Thank you so much. So I did that. Cheers. But unfortunately, after that, not unfortunately, after that I did a few gigs with Kabuda as well. And then I met up with Nicky Big Fish.
Okay.
And you know him and his pranks and how well known he is for that.
Yeah.
I went and did a prank with him, which was okay. And then he gave me my own kind of like, should I say, content to do?
Okay.
Where I was on my own, and we went to like a tuseme kachuo mahali anaishi. He gave aliuliza like the kamadamu kwa kibandaski moja, can you give us a bucket of mandazis and like iyo nini ya chai?
Hiyo kibuyu ya chai.
Kibuyu ya chai. Mzungu atembee akiuza. Sasa hiyo pesa lazima tutakupea, lakini wewe umpatie tu hiyo shughuli for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
The lady kubalied.
Yeah.
So I did that.
And how did that go?
It went so well. People were shangat because they're like, "Ay, Mzungu, lazima tukusupport," And then I think it was at the time it was the time Kenyans were really going through a tough time of, the economy and all that. So akaona, hadi Mzungu ameteseka na kuja chai na mandazi. Hizi ni gani sasa? So I was just talking to them in like light Kiswahili, basic.
Yeah.
Na nikauza, by the way, I did. And I don't think we were both expecting it to trend, but little did we know, the next morning,
It did.
I was on nearly all the clubs of like gossip clubs, hapa nimepostiwa, Mara in the Coast, Mara wapi. I was like, where? So my boss and the job that we were doing, obviously with the finance, he wasn't so keen on people being so well known. So akiona hiyo haikumfurahisha. So I was at home, I think that time for like a week or so, because also at the office we weren't so busy. And then I suddenly just saw myself being removed from the work group.
No way.
Tena nimeambiwa, it's either you do the content
or you work here.
Tuache, like just you have to decide. So after thinking about it, I was like, okay, I've done this for 7 or 8 months. It's not something I'm really happy doing, but it's putting food on the table for my kids because I'm a single mom of 2 kids and sina support ya mtu yoyote. I was like, it's taken me this far, but now if it's gonna have to go between this and content is something that I can see myself maybe doing for a long time, and then I kind of I'm also tired of being employed now, namtu. So
this 8 to 5 thing.
Yeah, it's just not my thing. So I said, let me just wacha tu niamue niache kazi and I'll just do content. And that's when I had literally 500 followers on my social media, and I had no direction of what content I was gonna do, where I was heading. Itajipa siku moja, ama I'm just being stupid and I'm
you
going
were like
to leave
in this
a job.
uncertain point
like
at that
what
time.
do I do?
So
niliamua niende. They were so shocked, I think themselves. They were like, what?
Like, are you crazy? Like, you choose content over it?
Yeah, you've just started this like 2 weeks ago. Na umeamua sasa uwache hii kazi, of which they knew I think they were paying me quite well. And vitu zilikuwa zinaenda vizuri. So like, why, you know? But to myself, deep inside, I thought, it'll give me extra time with my kids. I won't be under pressure of why aren't you in the office at this time? Kama hujaleta kazi, you know, all that pressure that
and you
get
can plan your time.
Yeah, and I can do like things within my own time.
Yeah.
And that's basically how my content creation started. I just amua that I'm going to do this. And obviously I had collaborations. I reached out to different influencers after working with Big Fish. Obviously I still did a few gigs with him. Jakam Fine, Kabuda. Then I met with Santos, MCA Tricky. We were doing a specific series, but now I gather he's in Germany.
Yeah, he's out of the country.
And then I did it with Koja Afri. So I got to meet different kind of celebrities, let's say, as well along the way, which helped me also boost my followership and getting my name known out there. And I started content and now mali nimefika. I do thank everybody who has helped me along the way. And then I started my own, of course, obviously.
The Arsenal. Actually, that's where I'm headed to. Like, how did you end up? Because now a lot of your content is, of course, around Team Kubwa.
Siku zote. Siku Zombo. Siku Zombo.
How did you decide to take the line of football and Arsenal, especially in your line of content creation?
So actually, what got me to support Arsenal from the get-go was actually my baby daddy. I'll give him credit for that because I was never.
Tunamjua?
Hamujui. You guys don't know him.
We have to see him to our socials.
See him to our socials.
Okay.
He's a very chini ya maji type of guy, an introverted person.
Yes. Okay.
But he's a person who got me supporting Arsenal kitambo sana, but I was never really that fond of watching games. Ama kupana hiyo knowledge ya ball or that excitement like, oh my God, Arsenal wanacheza leo, you know. But he was that die-hard, yani whatever time it was, wherever they were playing, lazima I'll watch. So being, I think, together with him I think we were together for around 12 years.
Okay, that's a long time.
Yeah, so it kind of got into my damu of, okay, it's Arsenal wanacheza tena. And then I think it was actually Santos.
We went
Santos
to Ordinary.
Yes, Santos Ordinary mwenyewe. I don't know how he says he's very fast.
Yeah, he says a lot of
zote na vitu kama hiyo.
Yeah.
But yes, I used to watch games with him, kupiga content na yeye, and then one day he just told me, na mbona wewe pia wewe usijaribu kupiga content ya ball, yani you're an Arsenal fan, just try, you know, kimchezo to record yourself, sio lazima kuwe na videographer ama equipment ama camera kali. Just try it, even if you don't have knowledge, just have the hype, the psych, na ujaribu.
Yeah.
And here I am today, having after that, I think Wakenya wakiona mzungu anaongelelea ball
tena anaongea Kiswahili,
walishangaa. They were like, huyu ni mzungu wetu sasa, lazima tumsupport. So ever since then, like I had that, I think they gave me the motivation to think that I've got people out there who will support me if I maybe endeavor in Arsenal football and talking about football, obviously. And I think also enduring the content as it's gone along, I've actually gained more football knowledge, met a lot of different people. Like I even had a very, would I say, a random fan from Facebook 3 months ago who just DM'd me and booked me a ticket to Uganda to go and meet the AFTV, and I had never met this guy before, ever.
Amazing.
So that's how I got like also to engage with the FTV team, which are currently in Kenya as well. I took Big Fish with me. He was a videographer at the time, and then he also got some gigs, which he's, I think, in the midst of doing right now as well with them. And it's basically made me grow, given me motivation, encouragement. My fans are also amazing people who are always behind me and backing me up. And whenever there's an Arsenal something somewhere, they're always tagging me or, you know, tagging me along in their content or DMing me and saying, "Umeona hii Mzungu, what do you have to say about this?" You know, it's like an ambassador for Arsenal in Kenya.
Exactly.
And that's basically how my Arsenal content started. And mali tumefika saa hii.
Hapa tena hakuna kurudi nyuma.
Hakuna. So we keep going forward.
When you look at the content that you're doing, football and every other, of course, with different content creators, do you feel like it's bringing in something? Are you able to take care of yourself, your family, and stuff like that? So there are moments when nasikia ni kama imegonga mwamba.
So kuanzia, like I said, I had no direction, no idea what I was doing. So I think for Tuseme, I can say very prominently for the first like 4-5 months nikianza content,
it was hard.
It was very tough because I didn't have any gigs. Obviously I was still mtu ajulikani, collaborating with people to try and, you know, jenga my brand and that type of thing. But after that, once I also got together with Big Fish, who I can also appreciate because he gave me ideas on how to now broaden and basically focus on my own brand instead of doing collaborations with other people. I started getting brands coming in now inquiring like, we really like your vibe, your energy. We see either you support Arsenal, or we see you've worked with such a person, or, you know, in general, we see that your brand would really, you know, boost our company or our brand too. So as for now, I can say from where I was to where I am now, I do have brands which I'm currently engaged with. Amazing. I do still have others obviously who inquire, and we see where we can work together. So it's definitely changed from how it was to how it is now.
It is now,
but initially it was hard. Right now I can say I'm trying. Sijafika hiyo mahali naweza sema, kesho nachukua ticket niende Dubai for 1 week.
Inakuja.
And then niende wapi. But I can't say as well that I'm like not getting an income.
You can see the gradual growth.
I can see, the gradual growth. So to myself, I just keep saying, I just have to keep working hard.
True.
And I think the consistency, because I think I have a lot of fans out there, pia huko nje wananiulizanga like, how did you get from 0 to where you are now? And I think my main message to everybody is just to be consistent. You don't have to rely on anybody, and don't think that you can't do it on your own here, because I mean, I did it. I started on my own. I got ideas, and obviously you can't listen to everything that everybody says. There will be some people who want to bring you down, some people who want to see you elevate, and it's upon you to basically
choose.
Yeah, decide whether you want to go this path, this path.
yeah.
If you think you can do it, just do it. And
What were your parents saying in all of this? Like, you leaving a job and getting into content creation, like, what was their reaction?
so my parents thought I was crazy, to be sincerely honest. They were like, you've left a paying job to go and like have no direction of what you're doing. You have no idea where it's going to take you, whether it's going to pay, whether it's not going to pay in the end. So what I told them was, so long as it's something I'm passionate about, something will come out of it. So just have faith. And if it works out, it works out. If not, obviously I've been in the hospitality industry for 12 years. So it's of course my connections moja mbili, even if it's just kitu kidogo, you know, or
Really?
some part-time work or something. But let me just try.
Okay.
And right now, I want to kitu cha kusema. They are
they
like,
must be
I think
proud
they're
of you,
gobsmacked. They are like, what? Yani,
She knew what she was doing.
She knew
this
what
girl.
she was doing, and kweli kweli imejipa. And I think that's not what they thought, because I think my mom also has her sisters in the UK who also advise, like, yeah, we've seen Amy doing, you know, her content, but it can't be paying as much as content creators in the UK get paid, or maybe people in the US. And you know, if she had here, she'd have much more of an advantage.
Yeah.
But now that they've come to see brands are engaging, my kids are happy, I'm okay. I think it's maybe changed their mentality a little bit to not maybe underestimate the Kenyan market as well, as much as maybe they had before, thinking that, yeah, okay, they'll just take advantage of you because you're white and, you know, such things. Even though, yes, we're Kenyan and we're born in Kenya, there is a side where people can take advantage and do have the tendency to maybe say, huyu ni mzungu, unajua, wacha tuone kama tunaweza mfanyia hivi na hivi kama hataelewa, or you know, maybe she's not used to such things.
But that's not you.
But that's not me. So I think I've proven my parents wrong, which I'm proud about too, because I can proudly, like, if my kids want to go somewhere, it's not like tunaandika ma budget, we manage,
it's not a struggle.
Yeah, it's not so much of a struggle as it was tukianza, and I'm just hoping that it gets better, bigger and better as we go on.
So what your kids say about mom is famous, she's popular, she's known on social media, and this is what she does.
So they follow me on TikTok. They all have TikTokers accounts. They're like, oh look, it's Mzungu Mjanjez. They don't even call me mom anymore. My name in the house nowadays is Mzungu Mjanjez. So I'm like, yes, what is it now, guys? Look, here you are. And then now, because obviously people that I work with, I've also tried to start engaging them in my content as well. Like doing for travel, for example, or anything family-wise that we can do. I also like to try and make them feel included. So it's not just me, and then they also love watching themselves. So once they see their video, they're like, oh yeah, look at me, or oh, look at my brother, you know. Things like that. And they've started actually getting into it more than I thought they would. So even now, sometimes when I'm like, I've got to go and do content, can we come? You know, they like want to be included as well. So initially they were like, what are you doing, mom? Like, you're just a clown there, going and doing your own things. What are you saying?
They don't understand Swahili.
They can hear Swahili, but
they don't
speak. They speak they're very basic. I'd say it's the same as my brother. My brother was also born in Kenya. Literally born and raised the same way, went to the same schools and everything. But ukimweka hapa tukiongea na yeye
kidogo itamlemea.
Utamwona ukisema, ai, na huyu ni ndugu yako kweli? And then he'll just laugh and he'll say, yeah, I've heard everything you've said in very pure British, with na hiyo accent na kila kitu. But kuongea Kiswahili, labda ni aje, majambo.
Kidogo kidogo ile basic ya kuomba maji.
But otherwise, anakanga mbali na kuongea.
So do you visit, do you go back home, like to the UK a lot?
Not really, actually. I think the last time I was there was when I was around like 7 years old.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, because I think, all my mom's sisters are there and her parents were there. My grandma passed away, I think, around 2 years ago. So it's just my mom's sisters and her dad. But instead of us going there, they always want to come to Kenya. I think where they are uko ni kama ya leo. It's so dull and grim over there majority of the time. So when it's summertime, my mom's sister, one of them especially, comes out for 3 months. And then she goes back, and then the other either comes during Christmas time. But sometimes I think my mom does miss them a bit. So yeah, anaendanga, but Sisi.
Yeah. Oh, she's still your folks still live here.
Yeah, they're still here. They're in Karen.
Ah,
yeah.
Nice. So what's your looking at it like? What's the plan of your content creation? Like, do you still want to stick with the football and being an Arsenal fan, or you feel like maybe you could venture out into something else?
So I think football has been my main thing.
Okay.
And I think personally for myself as my brand, the far it's taken me, I'll continue with it.
Okay.
But I'm not only stuck to football content.
Yeah.
Like I've done, I think a few travel videos and stuff, which I'd also love to do. My kids have not traveled out of Kenya. They haven't even reached Mombasa, tuseme tu ukweli.
No way.
Yeah, so there's a gig hopefully this month. I'm hoping next week or the week after.
Yeah.
That is going to take us to the coast. They've never been in an aeroplane.
Nice.
So Yani, it's first time experiences for them.
Let me tell you, maybe it sounds so interesting because you're white, that kuna watoto wazungu tu hawajapanda ndege. That is quite interesting.
So I think for them, especially nikiwaambia leo asubuhi, they were like, yes, let's go even tomorrow. Because I think also being in school and then hearing how maybe your friends have gone, I don't know, to Greece, we were in France, we were in UK.
Yeah.
Na labda wao wametembea tu Naivasha.
Nakuru hapo nini.
Yani,
within.
Tumetembea tu na gari for 1 hour and then tumefika.
Yeah.
It's totally different. So another concept of them going in an aeroplane, experiencing that whole experience.
It must be really exciting for them.
They are super excited. So that's really something I'd love to work more on as well, maybe on travel content.
Okay.
And then obviously being in the food industry, I love cooking as well.
Oh, nice.
So maybe something to do with food. And I do have a YouTube channel. It's just that I haven't started the longer, like we're doing now. Okay. Sessions of maybe talking to people or going somewhere and vlogging it, stuff like that. So that is also something that I want to do.
That's in the pipeline.
But in general, like I'm open to any content. I've done comedy, travel, like I've said, going to different restaurants. I've just started as well doing a few of like restaurant visits to go with the kids and
trying
like
different foods and stuff
trying
like
different foods and taking them out to different restaurants for the different experiences. Traveling to different countries, obviously like Uganda, I was there, seeing the different cultures, how people live, different ways of life. So I'm basically open to everything and anything.
So what is this favorite thing that you like to cook? Because I love to cook too. Mostly chicken, Ethiopian, that kind of thing. So
I think mine, I would say, I just learned not the other day, let's say like 2 months ago. Najua kupika ugali sasa. Congrats to me.
She's officially ours. She is ours.
But when I did my first video and I posted on TikTok, watu waliniambia yani, huyu hata maji jachemuka mama, umepika nini? So I learned my lesson from there. And then I was given a gig by Ungo Adola actually.
Oh, nice.
So from there, with the big fish and my other fellow content creators, they now taught me the proper way kupika ugali. So now I'm a pro. Hata nitakukaribisha siku moja tupike nyama choma na ugali.
Hapo takumecheza kama wewe na kakachumbari hapo kando.
Kakachumbari na avocado kidogo na kapilipili.
Unapenda nyama choma?
Sana. I think that's my like favorite Kenyan meal. My favorite meal in general. Nikiwa na tamaa yoyote. It's always, hey, na nyama choma nitapata wapi? I think hata juzi I texted my friend at like 11:30. I was like, bro, manze, ni hook up na nyama choma. They were like, wewe uko azimu nini? 11:30 saa hii utapata nyama wapi? Okay. So my favorite, I think, to cook. Well, ugali is easy and simple and quick, and then you can eat it with practically anything. You can have a stew, you can have dry nyama, you can have with veggies, chicken, you can have with veggies. So pia nakulanga skuma, terere, managu.
Napenda.
Kila kitu.
Wewe ni ule demanze.
And then pia mchele. Like my kids also are very big fans of rice. Okay. So maybe like mchele na minced meat, mchele na stew, kuku.
Okay.
So those I think are our main meals.
Yeah.
They are not fans of chapati. Mimi napendanga chapati moja. I think ni kama baba yao.
But unaweza pika chapati ama chapati?
Chapati sijui kupika. But juzi tulifanya shoot ya mwisho ya dola tukienda kwa chuo yetu ya Mama Frida. Alitufunza. So now my next challenge is to try myself.
Mama Frida Jamu? Yes, we've been there. Big fish took us there. Yeah, Jamu. Akona chapo zingine fine.
Hizo zingine zina slap tu hivi.
Alulu alikula 6 na vile ni kubwa. Unajua zinatoshana na karai. Alulu alikula chapati 6.
Wah, na ulishiba?
Hakushiba, ni time iliisha nikamwambia cheki twende.
Amshali alienda kumwambia si niweke cheki niweke zingine kwa bag.
Ndio alikula na maharagwe.
Wah, hata sisi tulifanya hiyo shoot na maharagwe.
Na maharagwe.
Lakini zilislap, zilikuwa tamu
sana. Chapatis are really nice.
So that's my next venture, is to try and cook it on my own with the boys.
So maybe just as we wind up, there are so many people who are trying to get into, content creation. And there's a lot of frustration because it takes time before you start seeing the fruits of your labor. And a lot of people are, especially the young people, are giving up. Unaona manze mse ana give up very fast, and in their giving up, they try to do something drastic. Unaona dem maybe vile amevaa ama vile ameongea, like anything that will put them out there, and sometimes it's not very clean content.
Sure.
And it's just that I just want to be out there, and I want to be out there fast. Maybe
something quick to make you
something quick to just get me out there. And we've seen content that, you look at content hata we mtu mzima uko zile za this one I don't even want to look at, What's that piece of advice that you can give him, being someone who has started very gradually? You say that for 4-5 months there was nothing giving, but now you can see it slowly coming in. Like, what would you tell them?
So I think my advice would just to be consistent with what you're passionate about. It doesn't matter, imanishi ukwe na camera sijui kubwa, ama ukwe na, I don't know, lights na yani a whole studio ya kupiga content yako. But if you love football, if you love cooking, if you love painting, you love traveling, yani whatever you're passionate about, and you know yourself unaweza piga yani a video hata moja mbili every day of that same thing that you're passionate about. Endelea tu na, because you never know who's watching huko nje.
True that.
You just video yourself, and then kidogo labda unaweza pigiwa simu, na nimeona video yako fulani amazing. Yani hakuna mtu kama wewe tumewahi pata, and we've been looking for somebody exactly like you.
And sometimes it takes that one video,
that one, and then your whole life changes. So when people also ask me, because I've had quite a lot of people who come in my DMs and like, na Mzungu si pia uweke ni trend.
Yes.
So I'm like, we can do a video pamoja, but itakusaidia in a way that if you do your own thing, show your own talent, and just be passionate and consistent about whatever una post. Kimchezo tu mtu anaanza, just the same way I did, like I'm saying. I didn't think it would bring me as far as it's taken me. I mean, I'm nearly on 100,000 on TikTok, which I never imagined would happen in less than 1 year, but here we are. So it's just consistency and just to be passionate. And obviously, uko nje, not everybody atakupenda. You will have haters.
True.
Who will try and tell you, sasa hizi ni fala gani una post. Wewe unakaa sijui aje.
Mzungu unajaribu kujifanya Mkenya.
Hata huyu sasa rudi kwenu. Majority of my comment section ukiingia, when it's a post that's either going or a post that just ongees tu ukweli.
Like rudi kwenyu. You're like, huku ndio kwetu.
Then I'm like, rudi kwenu na niko
kwetu.
You're like, sasa nipeleka wapi yani? Where do you want to take me? But such negative comments shouldn't be taken in the negative maybe manner that people portray it out to be. It should be more motivation kuambia yani. These people are seeing it, they're not liking it, but they don't like it for a reason.
There must be something good you're
They're
doing.
also trying to do the same thing. Now, how are they not getting the reach ama the comments, but you are. So you just keep going, and you don't let the negative comments, some of the negativity pull you down. You just put in your mind, this is what I want to do. Na mali nitafika is where I want to be, and I'm going to make it. And you just
go.
Wachana hao watu wengine yani.
Achana na kelele, we songa.
We songa tu mbele na ukifika huko you won't regret anything else that has happened behind. Obviously there'll be downfalls, there'll be days where utafikiria ai na hii post nimepost leo kuna views, hakuna comments, engagement iko chini. But life as it is anyway, whether it's content or whatever, in general, life is never fully smooth.
True.
The road is
True
very bumpy. You can go up, you have the good days, bad days.
True.
And it's the same in content. You can have a very good 1 month where mamboka zimeingia, yani umepiga mamboka, yani umechoka, umesema wa do I even have I even pumua this month? But then the next month you'll be like, I worked with this person last month. Mbona wanipigi tena? But it's just how life is, and it's never totally only about you pia. Maybe there are some businesses wako na mashida zao uko ndani, or you know. So you should never take it personally that maybe they haven't reached out again ama kazi ijaendelea juu yako.
You just keep doing
you. Keep doing you. And in the end, it's a jeeper, and you become proud of yourself, and you become a superstar, which you never thought you'd become.
What is the worst, like, social media moment, like maybe wase tu walikuingilia mpaka you are like, hey, nayo kidogo imenigusa. Unajua, I know there's a lot of it because I mean we all experience it. Kuna nyingi zile usema, you know what? Unalenga, but kuna tu zingine ile mtu kugusanga mahali mpaka unaenda unajiita mkutano unashindwa mtu mbona ameniambia hivi. Have you had those?
So I wouldn't say necessarily on a post that I've posted, but maybe with somebody that I've worked with. In a sense that nilianza content kivyangu peke yangu, then ikafika mahali labda tulifanya kazi pamoja, na tumegrow pamoja, tumesaidiana kitu hiyo. And then now as they've seen gigs zinaingia ama pesa inaingia, they want to take sasa like tuseme all the credit, waseme kama sio wao awange yani singefika mali nimefika, ama huyu angekupata, huyu angekujua. And that kind of, okay, as a creator, and it's another creator, sitataja majina.
That's fine.
But nani mtu anajulikana, he's very much more uko nje, and he's been in the industry for a while. But it's not right to ingie and then you try and pull somebody down. Kusema yani you can't, without me you can't make it yani. Whereas if I had started with you na tumefika mahali nimefika with you all along, ingeleweka
kweli.
But because I started without you,
tumepatana mahali katikati,
tumefanya kazi moja mbili pamoja. Yes, amenisaidia, siwezi kataa along the way. But kama ingekuwa yeye who has made me become the person I am today, si pia hao wase wangempigia mwenyewe,
kweli.
To like engage na kufanya content na wao. But they looked for me, and along the way pia yeye alipata magigs funny through me. Nata shilingi sikuitisha, because I like to, I don't know, it's my personality in the way that I like to see other people grow pia. Yani sina hiyo wivu. Unaweza kuwa na 1 million followers, but niko na mtu fulani ameniambia si unisaidie na namba ya huyu juu naona akona potential ya kunifanyia hivi na hivi na hivi.
Utampatia.
I'll give it, because what am I lacking? I'm not lacking anything by giving them the opportunity. You maybe along the way pia kuna mtu mwingine anaanza uliziwa the same thing. Hey, na Mzungu Mjanjez, I've been really looking for her na nimeona pika content na yeye. Can you help me with her number maybe? So I think supporting each other along the way, from zero to nothing, zero to somewhere, is a big thing. But it's not something somebody should, what do you say, credit themselves for, yani kila kitu, and then bado unataka kulipwa juu ya hiyo, na usilipwa chenye unataka, unajam, unasema hatuwezi fanya kazi pamoja.
Yani unataka kudim light ya huyu mwenzako.
Yani you want to take control of them, and at the same time useme kama sio wewe angefika mali yako. At the same time you don't really help to get them gigs, but bado kama unapata gig fulani anataka kulipwa juu yake, anasema yani kama sio yeye huyu mtu angekupata.
Kweli.
So I think it's nothing that I've specifically posted, because kusema tu kweli, like I'm saying, I think probably the worst comment nimewahi pata ni rudi kwenu, sasa hizi ni gani wewe mzungu? Of which I think nimekuja kuzoea. Because some people don't really believe or understand mimi ni Mkenya na nilizaliwa huku, and whatever you're going to tell me sio mara ya kwanza nimeambiwa, na sio kitu yani itaniuma. In fact, it gives me more motivation and fire to do more of what you're telling me nirudi kwenu kufanya. Umeona, I'll do it again and again hadi uchoke. So yeah, I think it's basically just the way you work with other people. Yeah, na chenye nimepitia na some, I won't say majority of the creators, because majority of them that I've worked with have actually been very supportive. Hata saa hii wanasemanga tu, hey, we are so proud of you mali umefika, yani you've really done a good job. Pia sisi tupatane tena tupige mashughuli zingine, ama ukisikia kitu ni support, of which I have. I think several creators pia uko nje wanasema the same thing. I don't nyima people opportunities, because I hope that out there people won't also nyima me the opportunity wakisikia mahali kuna kitu that I can do, ama they get questioned or asked if I'm available, or kama tunaweza piga mboka pamoja.
You're here.
It's all about growing, you know, because all in all, in the end, sisi wote tunaenda huko kwa Mungu, yani. So there's
no one is coming out alive.
Yeah, and then no one is higher than the other in this life.
Yeah,
tukijifanya we are, I don't know, God's gift, ama heaven sent, untouchable, kitu kaa hiyo. I say, okay, my motto is the world is round. Chenye umefanyia mwingine itakufikishia pia wewe. So just be good to people, you know. It will never hurt you in any way to be good to somebody. But ukifanyia mtu vibaya, kuna siku moja pia mtu atakufanyia the same ama even worse, and then utakumbuka hiyo siku, hey, na kumbe I did this to this person, njoo sasa.
Kweli.
And it might come 10 times worse, ama in a way hauko expect. And inaweza kukuramba hadi kuharibia maisha yako ama jina yako huko nje. So
just because of one moment of greed or jealousy or whatever.
Ama unaacha tu emotions zako take over you, and yani it has a long time effect, but being good to somebody, there's nothing wrong about that, and you don't lose anything from it anyway.
I agree.
Even if they're going to talk badly about you uko nje, you can at least say, huyu bado ni mtu mzuri,
kweli.
His work is good. Pia akona roho safi ni nini, hata kama unajua uko nyuma ya mgongo yako amekuongelelea kama takataka, wewe sijui unakaa aje.
Wewe fanya yako nzuri.
Wewe una roho tu safi.
Wewe utende wema uende zako.
Kabisa.
Na ni content creator mgani ungependa uja work naye but you'd really love to work with them? Like ukapata opportunity inaweza kukubamba.
Let me say, I've been in communication with Abel Mutua and Eddie Butita.
In Butita.
Yeah. They are really big inspirations to me.
Okay.
I think because they've done comedy, but pia they look like, I guess kama tuko na personalities the same. They're very jovial people, open. Kama they're not judgmental, I guess kuna wengine wako. Ama you can just sense from content yao. Eric Omondi, I haven't really had the chance to do proper content na yeye, but I mean tumepatana, tumefanya vitu ndogo ndogo za Arsenali.
Okay.
But if I manage to get some shoot pia na yeye,
itakuwa fiti.
Itakuwa fiti sana.
Tukimalizia maisha yako ya kimapenzi. Na hawa wanaume wetu wa Afrika. Akina these guys. Hawa.
Yes.
Wameku nini?
Wamenionyesha
character develop.
Vibaya sana. Vibaya sana. Utaki jua.
Umesema umekapitia.
Ndio kwa maana niko single, and I think acha tu nibaki tu single manze.
Just tulia tu.
Nilipitia na baba ya toto. Everything was okay. In fact, it was high school love na yeye. Tulipatana high school in Bucharest. We had 2 kids together. But tuko mwisho akaanza kukunywa pombe mingi. He started being physically abusive. Mbele ya watoto, and it became too draining and emotionally, what do I say, traumatizing. So
ukajitoa.
Nikajitoa. Then I was single, I think, for around a year and a half after that. Nikapatana na mkost.
Allah.
Mpokomo.
Hey.
I think they're the rarest tuko nje.
Yes.
Nasikia popularity yao ni ndogo sana.
Hata mimi sijui kana najua Mpokomo by the way.
They're from Tana River, those sides. Nikapatana na yeye mali nilikuwa nafanya kazi. We were all good. In fact, he engaged me.
What?
I was engaged na yeye.
Oh my God.
And then akapata opportunity we were both in hospitality industry. So kupatana na yeye, everything was good. We lived together, akani engage. Kila kitu ilikuwa sawa. And then he got an opportunity to go to Germany kufanya kazi. And in my opinion, we didn't have enough time, ama we hadn't settled enough for ye kuenda na mimi baki. And then we hadn't even done a wedding. Yani, everything was so fast moving.
Yeah.
So this, I think, kusema tu kweli, labda makosa ilikuwa yangu. I was
love the way you own up.
I was really stressing the guy.
Yeah.
Yani kumwambia, na ukienda mi hapa sioni tukiendelea. Because yani, what do we have? You just engaged me, and long distance, I've never done it, and what I've heard and what I know, and the way I am, I think, as my personality and my character, I'm not that person that aishi yani after 1 year ndio nikuone yani. And then I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
Hizo vitu zote. Sijui kama ni mademo wote ama ni mimi peke yangu.
Tuko wengi.
Yes, I'm that person.
Yeah.
So I just said, hapa itakuwa ngumu. Then he was like, hapana, I'm only going to get cash for us so that we can make a better life, nini. Obviously men wanajitetea pia pande yao, even though labda kwa akili wako na vitu zingine. So the day actually kuenda was the day after my birthday.
Oh.
And I didn't know. Wacha nikwambie story sasa.
Haukujua anaenda?
Sikujua siku anaenda. Nikajua he has plans of going, but sikujua hiyo siku anaenda. So we jibammed on my birthday. Yani alini spoil, tukaenda out, tukakula nyama choma, akaita watu wake, his family, nini. We had a very good time. Tukafika home, tukalala. Around 7:30 asubuhi, now the next day, akapigiwa simu na beste yake. But it was planned kumbe all along, but me sikujua. So alipigia around 7:30 akaniambia, let me go out, kuna kitu nimesahau kwa nyumba ya beste yetu fulani, alikuwa majirani tu kwa juu.
At 7:30 in the morning.
Then I'll be back. Nikamuuliza, sahi. So
unaenda kwa beste yako sahi, surely.
You can't go at tuseme 9, 10, kama umepumzika, umeamuka vizuri, umeoga. Sema hapana, wacha niende. So I said, okay, haina shida. Yani the way that guy left, kinyasa zake na za blue, shati ya red, kofia, hivyo alienda kuendanga mtu yangu.
Wanaume mnatufanya mbaya bwana.
Na before he left, akaniambia, I love you babe, nakupenda, narudi.
Ngoja. Hiyo 7:30 akitoka hivyo casually alienda kama ameendanga.
Imagine.
Kwani mizigo zake zilikuwa wapi?
Until now niko na vitu zake zote kwa nyumba yangu. Until today.
Hakubeba kitu?
Not even a bag.
Passport tu.
Passport kumbe alikuwa amepanga na ndugu yake the night before for my birthday, waende nayo.
What?
So the way he left is the way he left. Ikafika around akurudi, I think at around 11 akaniambia niko hapa Naivas, because where I stay and we used to stay together.
Yeah.
Naivas was just up the road.
Yes.
So akaniambia niko hapa tu Naivas kidogo alafu nakuja. So I kept calling, then nikasema nikiendelea kumpigia atachoka, so wacha tu nimwache tu. Ikafika I think around 6:30, najaribu kumpigia
jioni.
Ameniblock bro. Sasa ameniblock. Simu haziingii.
Alifanya makosa Mpokomo.
WhatsApp na mtext hiingii. Ikafika around 10, luckily nilikuwa nimepata namba ya the lady who was organizing aende Germany. Nikamtext at around I think it was 11. Nikamwambia alikuwa anaitwa Jacob. I was like, hey, Jacob hasn't come home. Like, is everything okay? He said he's actually about to catch a flight to Berlin. Hey, best yangu guy.
That must have been a shocker.
I could not sleep. I was shaking. Yani, I was like, he has gone with everything left in this house. I tried calling his family, hawashiki simu. Kumbe ni mpango amepanga.
What?
Ndio nisijue. Because this guy used to think that I have the like vile nilikuwa kichwa ngumu and I was insisting asiende for the longest time kujua yani anapanga kuenda. He thought now niko na hiyo capability kuenda
kuficha passport
ama kwenda kusimama hiyo ndege asiende. So kufika sasa Germany after I think it was a day and a half, Jack ani unblock akanipigia WhatsApp. Ni aje? We nikamwambia wewe kijana wewe.
Kitu umenifanyia.
Wewe. Kidogo, I don't know, nilikuwa nimepost, yani I was crying in the office. I was just so hurt. I love this guy with like my whole heart. We envisioned everything together. Alikuwa ameni-engage. I think that's the most emotional part of it was that alikuwa amenivalisha pete hadi
ulifanya makosa bwana. Hii hapo naye ulifanya.
All his family knew me, my family knew him. Alikuwa ameshaenda kuona wazazi. Yani
that's not a gentleman's game, man. Oh, that was off.
Akaenda okay, I then just decided pia aliniblock tena after that nikamblock pia juu nikasema I'll just keep checking kama amenitext post all this, and then he wasn't really such a social media person but WhatsApp alikuwa active. So nikasema tu acha niachane na yeye. I let it all go. It took me so long kutoa hiyo pete kuiangalia tu kusema the memories we made, everything that happened, but wacha tu iishe. So nikatoa hiyo pete but Juicy he started looking for me tunaongeanga kama mabeste
tena. Is it back or he's still there?
He's still in Germany. But ananiambianga si ukuje nitembelele.
Cheki usikubali kuingizwa hiyo box mtu wangu. Usikubali.
Nitakuja but hiyo kufika. Labda afike tu Kenya nitafute.
Huyo jamaa he did you wrong, man.
So after that I stayed single for
a while.
A long while actually. And then I think because I'm that person napendanga tu yani I just need a companion. Sio ati lazima ikwe mpenzi ama you know that love stuff. Just somebody nazapigia simu kumwambia yani I've had the worst day ama the best day ama hii kitu imefanyika. Somebody just to talk to who I know won't judge me and you know those type of things. So nikaingia, I used to be a very avid TikTok live person. Kila siku I used to be on TikTok. I could even kesha juu ya hiyo kitu, talking to just my fans and those type of things. So kuna siku moja nikaingia, it was in September last year. Was it? Yeah, last year. So kuna kijana fulani, musini judge.
Usijali hapo kwa safe space.
Najua mafans uko nje comment section wataniingililia lakini sawa.
Hata sasa ndio wanakuja kuuliza
what happened next?
Ukishasema hivi wakujudge.
Watanijudge. So anyway, I was on a TikTok live. Tulikuwa tunaongea vizuri. Then I think there was somebody who had come in na wakaniuliza unaishi wapi Mzungu? Yani uko pande gani tunaweza patana na wewe? So I mean naishi sides za Lavington. So this guy na ujanja yake akaingia akaniambia I also stay in Kileleshwa, which is not fun, nini nimekuwa follower wako for long. Yani akajifanya akona gari, akona nyumba, akona you know. So akaniambia situpatane Gecko, which is not too far from Mali naishi. And in between I guess also Mali alikuwa naishi. So I said yeah, okay, no problem, tunaweza patana siku moja. So it came the day he started now DMing me, akaniambia si unipatie namba yako nini. So I said okay. Sikujua like much about him. And then tena okay, it should have been a red flag, but I guess me at the time I was just needing somebody just to talk to and you know, his jina on social media ilikuwa ghost. Hiyo ni red flag yenyewe.
Hiyo tayari ni red flag
but who was I? Nikasema tu let me just give him a chance. Ndio, so akania DM, he asked for my number. Kaniambia si because I don't stay too far, wacha ni kuinvite ukuje kwangu. So I asked him where do you stay? So akaniandikia his apartments, which was like tuseme 5 minutes from where I stay. So I said why not, you know, wacha niende nimtembelee. So I went kufika huko, he was very shy, yani alikuwa anajificha and I was like so kumbe kufika
Ghost
huko
anajificha.
imagine. So kufika huko akaniingiza, like we went into his house. Ako na much ya kusema, but pia alikaa kama akona hiyo like wasiwasi. I don't know, like he was not
He was a bit, he was jittery. Yeah.
So when we got there, tukaongea kidogo, then akasema pia unionyeshe kwako. So I was like,
hebu nikuulize, vile ulienda kwake na kwake kabisa, na hapa ni kwake.
Nikaingia akaniambia sasa hii ni mali ya baba yake. But none of his parents, like sikuwaona. It was just him. Na ilikaa kama hizo ma Airbnbs unaenda kurent kwa siku moja. Yani the setup, TV on, nini. And then it also didn't have like clothes ama unajua
haikani kama nyumba mtu anaishi.
Kama mtu tu amejieka huko for a day or two njo. So there I was like, then akasema and then I wasn't so comfortable pia with the way also alikuwa. So I was like, after he asked me kama angalia like akuje kwangu nini tubonge njo atoke. And those are exact words. Let's go and kwako nikupeleke tuongee kidogo then niende. Hey. Na alikuwa mkale. Let me stipulate that mapema. Sawa. Hey. Guy, Mungu wangu. Sasa huyu ngoja usikie. Kufika kwangu akaingia. Na kubeba kitu, like it was just on his own. Sindio? Hakuna bag ama anything. So tulifika kwangu akakaa chini, akaomba soda nikampea, tukakaa tukaongea. I think my kids at the time were at my mom's or something.
Yeah.
Tukabonga ikafika around, I don't know, it was around 7. Jo nikamwambia hey, it's getting late and I think now niko na mali nafaa niende. Akaniambia si tunaweza enda pamoja. Then I told him ebu nione kama maybe I'll cancel, then nikurudishe kwako ama I'll order you a cab uende, then I'll know vile nitajipanga. Kumbe that guy had pangad sasa anakuja kukaa kwangu na atoki.
What?
The guy came and he never left my house. Akia Mungu.
Like he refused to leave?
Yeah. He stayed in my house na kaamua sasa hapa ni kwake. Akakaa, 1 day passed, 2 days passed, nikamwambia na akubeba manguo or anything.
So yuko na zile ama labda anavaa t-shirt zake?
Hapana hizo, and then I kept telling him, so sasa si unaenda lini, like
form
like mimi sijamwambia ati unakuja kukaa ama kuna. So yeye kwa akili yake amejieka, he's now my partner na ako kwake sasa. Jukumbe alikuwa anajua hiyo nyumba sio yake. It's just lies upon lies. And then alikuwa amedanganya his age. He was 24 at the time. I'm 31 now. So alikuwa amejifanya everything. Kufika kwangu
nikuulize Amy. 2 days. Hakuna mtu ulipigia simu kaambia hapa kidogo
tena. So I had a living house up at the time. Alikuwa niuliza dada ya huyu mzai. What's happening bwana? And you know, at the same time I couldn't get my kids back because hata mimi nashangaa kunaendaje hapa, like akona
watu watakuja hapo washinde
huyu ni nani, like what's happening. But yani that guy aliamua amekaa hapa, anakaa na kukaa amekaa. So si tuliendelea hivyo kidogo. I went on a TikTok live and on there nilikuwa naingia na yeye sasa, si watu wamuone. So kumuona, people started DMing me kunione yani huyu
about the guy.
Huyu nayo chunga sana. So facts of life is the guy alikuwa anadanganya his age. Alikuwa anadanganya sijui wazazi wake wako US na nini. Kumbe they in Eldoret, hawana kazi, hawana pesa, ni walevi, hawana kitu. Haya, kidogo. Hiyo nyumba anasema ni ya wazazi, sio yao hata. It's just an Airbnb. Ati wanajenga wapi, wako na nini, sijui bahadi baba yangu anaendesha sijui BMW X6, wako na nini. Kuwekwa, aliwekwa.
Alika for how long?
3 months. Tuliachana ilikuwa 2 months. Nilimrusha nje November. Akaanza physicality on my kids na mimi manze. Hadi alinitolea kisu kuniua.
No.
I swear to God. And then akona 60k yangu saa hii. Najua atawatch kitu. Na Mungu yangu atakupata tu wewe kijana.
Wewe ghost wewe.
Na unajua bado saa hii okay, my baba watoto has his number saved you. He even had the audacity to try and reach out to baba watoto kumuonyesha yani ako na mimi, anaringa na mimi, and I used to pay everything. That kijana never paid a single cent. Akanitumia tu vibaya, akanifanyia yani maneno zingine. At the same time chini ya maji alikuwa na text madames juu hiyo, akajifanya yani GSU it was never been in the GSU before.
Lakini Mungu alikupatia roho ya uvumilivu.
But yes. after that nikamwambia aende. He looks for me, ananipostingi ba I'm sure hata sasa ukienda kusearch hiyo jina tu utaniona tu mtandao yake.
Uko tu hapo.
Kaniambia oh my memories, sijui mzungu wangu wapi wewe kijana wewe.
Kanyanga kubwa ukiendanga hivi.
Kaende. Guys. So after that, akanitolea kisu hadi he wounded things in my house. Yani madharau tupu.
Yeah.
Akachukua pesa yangu to make excuses. Sijui anafaa atoe sijui kazini yake from the cell. Nini. Kumbe ni hizi madeal zake za uongo anaenda kufanya huko nje. Ati kesho nitakulipa, tomorrow I'll do this, sijui nini. Hadi leo sijaona hata shilingi.
Ana utaona.
Na sitaona, of which nimeachia because I'm okay. Niko sawa na maisha yangu ni kama Mungu tu alikuwa ananipima kidogo. And now I have become more mujanja with my mujanja.
And the lesson has been learned.
The lesson has been learned. Sitai kubali tena kitu kama hiyo.
So since then umetuliza.
Since then I have been single. I am single and I think
na uko na amani na
niko na amani, my kids are happy, maisha iko tu sawa, and I think that's how we will remain.
Inafaa. Watrai Kalvo, huyo hapa utalia mtu wangu, sijaribu.
Watu wameniambia nijaribu Mjaka, Mluya, sijui Mkisi. I've been forewarned by others about these tribes, so for now mwacheni tu na mimi.
Sasa wewe tulia tu, wewe tengeneza tu content tafadhali.
Nitafute pesa, ikifika masaa ya kutulia nitanitafuta ama nitawatafuta.
Thank you so much. Yani,
thank you so much too for having me.
You are an amazing storyteller.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Pia, at least, I love also being able to kufungua roho with people.
Yeah, true.
Not ati for insights ama nini, but to at least get my story out there. Because most people wanaonanga tu, huyu ni mzungu ako na pesa.
Anaishi fiti.
Yani her life is good. Akona watoto wawili, akona kapwa. But chenye nimepitia huko chini ya maji. It has not been easy.
Wamekufanyia ile kitu.
Wamenifanyia ile kitu.
But I'm glad you're out of it alive.
Yeah, kabisa. I think nimevaa madust coats mara 10. Nimevaa hizo magogo za vumbi. So sasa niko strong.
Sasa uko strong. Thank you so much for coming on our show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
I'm looking forward to more and more and more. Wewe tuandikie kitu, tuandikie script tufanye na Amy. Sawa. Huyu ni scriptwriter mnoma lakini anapenda kulalia kazi. Anaitwa Lulu.
Naonanga saa zingine ananipigianga ni aje. Alafu after ni aje story inaisha. Naonanga huyu ameenda kivyake, akana shughuli nyingine.
Akananga content akakamluya.
Amenipitia tu.
So asante sana.
Thank you so much.
Chakula sasa kimewadia.
Asante sana.
Tuletea chakula tule. Jamani hujamnywa hata.
Nimeongea too much but
umeongea but nimefurahia sana. Asante sana. Atufanye? Anataka kuniuliza swali?
Mimi niulize swali.
Niulize swali.
So I've seen on Milele, and aside from Milele, and how long have you been there? Ama yani story yako from where you were to who you are now pia utuambie. Joango pia wewe umepitia.
So, acha kunywa maji.
Haina shida.
So nimekuwa kwa radio from is it maybe 20?
Wow.
Close to 20 years.
So ningize pia. I'd love to also be there for.
So come show it too.
Ni invite, nitakuja.
Nitakuinvite, imagine I'll invite you on a Friday. because Friday ndo tu kuangana easy talk, wasanii and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ukuje tu tupige story.
Haina shida.
That would be amazing. We'll actually do that.
Sure.
Ukuje to have a feel. Have you been to radio interviews?
So I've been to the Milele one with Santos the first time, but that was when I was very green. Then I've been on Radio Jambo with Masawe.
Nice.
I've been to a few actually.
Yeah. Now you're gonna come to ours.
Sure, I'd love that actually.
Utakuja kwa yetu.
People have always told me actually I should try being a on radio, a radio presenter.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So when I started at Royal Media, and it was Hot 96, and I did.
Oh yeah, I was on Hot 96 pia na Nick the other time.
Yes, Nico Diambo.
Yeah.
So nilikuwa na jamaa naitwa Edward Kwach the late. Amazing.
He was really good.
Yani talent upon talent.
Sure.
Yeah, Edward Kwach, then with Chris Okinda, then nikaenda sasa Citizen, nikafanya na Inspector Mwala na Luchivia na tukafanya kwa muda sana. Then now I moved and I came to Milele. And I came with Luchivia.
Oh wow! So you've been through it.
I've been through it, for a long time. I love it. I really enjoy it. Because mimi napendanga sana kupiga story, kusikia stories za watu na watu pia kusikia stories zangu. Like I love conversation really.
That's nice. And aside from radio and obviously this meeting new people and kusikiza stories zao.
Yeah. So apart from that and this, a bit of content creation, although I haven't been there in a while because of this. This takes up a lot of my time. Kama sasa nikimaliza job too, then I will meet for this.
Yeah, and then machoko na.
Sasa hii hata tukitoka hapa tu nataka tu kwenda home tu tulie. Yeah, but I do that. I also do brand representation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I just did a very interesting advert with Airtel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I think ilianza kuran jana or like last week.
Juzi, nice.
Juzi, Airtel.
So tutakuona mahali.
Mtaniona mahali.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wow, so unakuanga busy sana.
Well, nakuanga busy.
It's always good actually to be busy.
Yeah, it is. Guys, hii chakula inakaa fiti. Simka mtu muone, yani mkaribie tu at least yani. Hii yangu inaitwa spaghetti bolognese.
Leo amefika Italia.
Italia. Oh, that looks amazing. Yum. Wapi ya Lulu? Kuja hapa utupige video ya chakula kabla hatuja nini.
Na mbona yako ni ndogo kuliko yangu?
Ni kama unakula mob kunishi.
Ama wameona ni mzungu anapenda pasta. Umeona, there's another scenario.
Wanaona mzungu anaelewa pasta. Huyu
mzungu anajua chani anakula.
Huyu mjaluo huyu.
Ajui kama ako sure. Thank you.
All right. Ingia.
Na nilisikia wewe ni fan
ama tuseme kwa heri. Asanteni jamani wapendwa, imekuwa ni siku njema sana. Niangalia ile, sorry. Asanteni sana wapendwa. Jamani imekuwa njema. Tukiwa hapa Nairobi Street Kitchen. Imefika sasa mida ya mankuli. Kwa hivyo tunasema kwa heri, tunasema asanti, endeleeni kabisa kuwatch, kusubscribe, kushare, and in the comments let us know who you'd like to see next on our show and we will do our best to bring them on. Thank you so much. God bless. Ni mimi wenyu Jackie Nyaminde na
Mzungu Mjanjez.
Hapo top shot.